Hello, my name is Russell Martin. This is the mission statement for LivRight. LivRight mission is two parts. The first part is to bring back justice to the courtroom through the lens of the Constitution of the United States. You might ask a question, why don't the attorneys do this? The attorneys are under complete control. You will not find an attorney who will bring a lawsuit against the state of Nevada. Bar none, or even a policeman. They are completely protected. They will not touch them. And why is this? Because they will lose their license to practice law. Simple as that. The state of Nevada will revoke their license. They are under complete control. That's why I could not find an attorney to defend me. The other night I was talking to a girl at the park. She turned out she works in the industry, in the law industry. And she was telling me, that's right. You will not get an attorney in the state of Nevada to go up against a policeman or the state of Nevada itself. They're being controlled. And they can't do a thing about it. So, with that being said, let's move on. There was another story I have for you. 4 years ago, when I was dealing with my first Judge Michael, I think, Villian, I was telling him that my public defenders manifested false witness statements. And I was telling him that I had met an attorney in the courthouse who told me that these attorneys could lose their license to practice law by doing this. And when I told him this, that these were false documents, that they could lose their license to practice law for doing this, he called me a liar. You didn't talk to anybody in the courthouse. And I said, yes, I did. I'll go find her. He goes, what's her name? I'll go get her. I'll find her. I don't know what her name is, but she was an attractive lady. I'll find her. He dropped the subject and we moved on. He didn't want to go any further with it. But that represented right then and there that these attorneys are being controlled. I kind of understood it at that time, but I wasn't getting a clear and transparent picture yet. So, with that having been said, the only way to bring back justice to the courtroom is a boycott on the state of Nevada. We need to remove public servants from political offices and professional offices. We're talking about Joe Lombardo, governor. Aaron Ford, district attorney. Steve Wilson, Aaron Ford, state attorney, and Steve Wilson, district attorney, as well as various judges and lawyers that were involved. We can go back and try and get a public job, but not through public service. They are all engaging a business model of corruption, extortion, and the system has now developed into a Nazi organization. That means that the people that are involved with executing the business model no longer want to give out their name. This is no different than when you were than what I read about in World War II, when people were living right next to the concentration camps. People were being marched in, killed, and thrown into a ditch. These people that work for the state are no different. They're working in the courthouse at the Regional Justice Center. That Regional Justice Center is nothing more than a regional Nazi center. This has to come to an end before it goes too far. Yeah, I'm taking a great risk, and I am in fear. I'm in fear of my life. But the state has already destroyed 5 years of my life, and I'll never get them back. They have indebted me to a policeman who committed premeditated attempted murder of me, and this judge in small claims indebted me by $15,000. It was 10, but with interest, it's 15,000. Eric Goodman, I want this guy removed from public service. He's going to be taken out. He's a criminal right through the core. There are other ones. They're all listed. Just search my name in LivRight, and up will come all of the attorneys, the judges, and all of the departments that are all performing, so that you have documentation and you understand why you're dealing with things. The only way we're going to beat this game is to be able to refuse, in the beginning, is refusing their services. When you have a court action, maybe it's not dealing with a legal issue of any caliber. Maybe you're just suing some other company. But if that judge is listed, you are to refuse the services of that judge. You file a notice of motion stating this judge is listed in LivRight and I do not want them in my courtroom. And you get them out. And if they won't get out, you register it with LivRight. LivRight will be executing a boycott on the state of Nevada. People are going to lose their jobs, but it's better they lose their job than losing their lives. There is World War III has been declared on the Constitution by the power elite, organizations that are outside of the United States, and these are people that are not voted in by us. And they're controlling our Democrats and rhinos, and probably the Republicans too. But they're controlling our government. And if you can't see it, well, you're just naive. So you got one of two choices. You're either going to be a patriot or a Nazi. If you're working in the state of Nevada, you better begin screaming, complaining, and telling these people to resign from their positions. We have to set an example for the other states, and we have to give leadership to Donald Trump. He's going to have to handle it from the top of the food chain, but without we, the people, he'll have no power. No power whatsoever. So the purpose of LivRight is to database these people. I've databased mine. If you've got problems, database it. Get involved, put it in there so that people across the United States and around the world can send a message. England is in trouble. Europe is in trouble. You see it over there. But you Americans you're not doing anything. Even the English can't do anything. You know, a citizen of England, they've been stripped of their guns. They've been stripped of everything. They don't have a tool, and now they're trying to take away their social control. They won't even have that. And we won't have it. If Donald Trump doesn't get elected, crime in Italy. Anyway, the next purpose of LivRight. LivRight is a purpose for a person like me to be able to database the criminals and have a tool to communicate to make their state or their courthouse perform effectively so that they can have justice. For me, I'm suing the state, and it'll be $2, $3, $4, $5 million for damages that they have caused me. I have to invest money. I have to invest my time to get this executed in beginning. Sorry, the car's real hot. I intend on making the state of Nevada pay. I intend on these people being removed from public service. I intend on putting Las Vegas Athletic Club out of business and putting somebody else in managing that company within 6 months to a year. And I intend on suing Robert Moose, getting a judgment against him and removing him from his home and destroying his income, the same as he has been dictating to my family, controlling my family, because he controls my income. He even sent me a letter telling me that he's in control of my family. As a matter of fact, he is. So if you don't want somebody being in control of you and your family, when you didn't commit a crime, or maybe you did commit a crime, but they embellished it. Wake up. It is time we go to war, but on a different level of communication, representing that we're united as we the people under the Constitution, and we will not be governed by an outside institution or outside institutions. There is so much money in the system right now that political leaders, lawyers, judges, you see this at Donald Trump's level, can be purchased. They're all being purchased. And they have power. Well, they're abusing that power, and they need to be removed. That's my mission statement for right now for LivRight. So thank you, and make sure you subscribe, like, and post a comment. Okay? Thank you.